This is the Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report. Show number 432 for Thursday, the 18th of June. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch from the Dominator Race Products Studio. Tonight on the show, we'll be speaking with Colin Shipley once again.
It's been a while.
I looked, I didn't think it was that long ago. I think it was like 2021.
Yeah.
So that was shortly before he got his first win, too. I think he got his first win August of that year that we talked to him. So I'm going to take credit for that.
So
win.
the Hammer Down mojo was...
Back then, yeah.
It worked, yeah.
And it's probably a good thing for him coming on tonight, going into the Barney Oldfield this weekend.
Buddy.
So Colin Shipley coming off
that could be a good weekend.
A pretty big win at Oakshade over Rusty Schlenk, his stepdad there. Pretty good race. Caution-free all the way through. He was surgically working through traffic and, yeah.
Green to checker.
Yeah.
That's pretty nerving. Scott.
No brakes.
Really?
Yeah, well, you get no brakes when there's no cautions.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he pushed that pedal. And
no. I'm not that kind of brake.
Okay.
Yeah, different.
Yeah. Leading a race is about the toughest thing you can do because you don't know where the guy is behind you. Nothing to reference from.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a video board or the signal stick guys like we talked about. Yeah. Which I don't think, are they legal for regular dirt car competition?
I don't see why not.
Which one is it? I thought it wasn't illegal. It's one of them doesn't allow it. World of Outlaws or Lucas.
Yeah.
I don't remember which, but anyway. Also on the night, we'll be giving also on the way tonight, we'll be giving away some pizza from Corner Slice Pizza in Clyde, formerly Big D's. We'll do that for how many coming up here in a little bit. Tech Talk with the Professor is back. We're going to learn some stuff on how to keep cars cool.
Yes.
Okay, looking forward to that. Hammer Down Showdown's coming up on September 26th at Oakshade Raceway, featuring the Fremont Dirt Trucks and the Dominator Superstocks at Oakshade. The races at Oakshade. Current sponsors, again, include Auto X, Speedy Graphics, Ron Miller Race Cars, and Ohio Sports Blitz. And I saw a post, I haven't talked to Ron, but I saw a post Ohio Sports Blitz posted stating that they're going to kick in another $50. So that'll bring their total up to $100. And all that sponsorship money going straight into the purse for that event coming up at the end of September. And if you're interested, still plenty of opportunities to get in on that. $50 will get you a thumbs up if I want noodles this Saturday. I don't know if you can see that, but that is up. Now I totally lost my train of thought. Still taking sponsorships for
absolutely.
that. All the money going straight into the purse for the showdown.
Right up till the green flag flies.
But if you get in a little bit earlier, there's actually that too, and there's a check, and your logo will be going on the winner's check too.
A big check?
One of those big ones, yeah, 2 foot by 4 foot or something like that, yeah.
2 foot by 4. Wow.
Have fun taking that to the bank and cashing it. But also next week we have the live show coming up at the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame. So make plans to come out and join us. Hang out if you want. Check out the Hall of Fame. It'll be open. We'll be doing our show there starting at 7 o'clock like we do each and every week, although we'll be on the road. I'm
sure the doors will be open well before 7 o'clock.
I believe so. I think Scott's getting out there a lot earlier, Scott Barman. So, and we'll be talking to some Hall of Famers, I guess.
Really?
Next week, yeah. Not gonna let the cat out of the bag for that just yet.
Well, okay.
I think there's going to be pizza. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff going on. I don't even know all of this.
We heard rumors that there was going to be a corner slice of pizza.
I think so.
Yeah.
Several, possibly. And again, that's next Thursday night. We'll be doing the live show. Come on out, hang out. And again, like I said, even if you're not a fan of us, check out all the cool stuff they got there at the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame. It's free. It's all free.
People can come even if they don't like us, Scott.
They can.
Oh, man.
Just don't throw stuff at us, because then we'll ask you to leave, probably. Hashtag Speedy if you would like to have a chance to win one of these Hammer Down Racing Report stickers. Hashtag Speedy right there. We will be doing that drawing at the end of the show. Let's do this real quick. There we go. one of these guys. You get a Hammer Down Race Report
and that's
sticker courtesy of Speedy Graphics.
And that's the new improved sticker.
That is the new improved sticker. Yes. So, and if you don't win, you can always just buy 2 of them for just $5. Just head on over to speedygraphicsusa.com and you can order yours. Just that easy. I think we sold a couple Saturday night out at Oakshade, too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We got our racing roundup coming up here in just a minute. First, though, we got to pay a couple bills. Dippin' Motorsports delivers the performance parts racers need when they need them, from the shop to the racetrack. They keep you moving with everything from complete motors, carburetors, race-ready cars, dirt trucks. Backed by expert advice and proven high-quality components, Dippin' Motorsports helps keep you competitive and chasing wins. Don't wait until race day to find the right parts or your next motor. Call 419-283-8580 or visit dippinmotorsports.com. Dippin' Motorsports, your trackside advantage. And whether it's a late model modified or street stock, every body part counts. That's why you should choose Dominator Race Products, the go-to source for hood scoops, ultimate body panels, wheel covers, nose and tail components, body fasteners, and more, all engineered tough for the track. Order online anytime at dominatorraceproducts.com. Call 419-923-6970. You can also get Dominator Race Products from your local reputable race shops, such as Ron Miller Race Cars.
Yeah.
For quality parts that keep you dominating the field, trust Dominator Race Products. Also have to mention Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Magic Moment Entertainment, and Speedy Graphics, also sponsors of the program tonight. I feel like I interrupted you. Were going to say something?
Not anymore.
All right, well, then let's do the racing roundup and get that out of the way. Talk about all the action from last weekend.
Racing Roundup.
Last weekend and beyond. Friday night, Attica Raceway Park, the Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions Ohio Sprint Speed Week kicked things off with Craig Mintz getting a win. It was nice. It was a pretty good race, too.
Yeah, it was.
Devin Shields getting the late model win on Friday night, and apparently there was a winner in the vintage cars, Byron Reed.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's got a few laps around that
He's
place.
got a few fans, too. So, yeah. Limeland Friday night, Jeff Kaz getting the win in the modifieds. I believe it was Modified Mayhem on Friday night there. Nick Bowers, your Thunderstock winner. Luke Hall getting the win in the USAC D2 Midgets. And Paige Perrine, your Dirt Track Truck Series winner. Butler Speedway Saturday night, Chase Ridenauer, your Great Lakes Super Sprint 360 winner. Sterling Kling, winner in the 410 sprints. Corey Bavard, your modified winner, and Travis Kyle getting the win in the street stocks. Flat Rock Speedway, Mike Young getting the win
again
Saturday night, yeah, in the late model sportsman. He's having a pretty good year.
I think he's 3 for 3.
Yeah, is it? I know we've said his name at least 2 or 3 times. So,
yeah.
Regan Ford getting the win in the street stocks. Billy Early in the figure eights. Kyle Metapetigan in the factory stock 500 series. All your winners there Saturday at Flat Rock. Oakshade Raceway, as we mentioned, Colin Shipley, your late model winner. Dylan Jessen getting, he became the first repeat winner of the year in any class.
Right.
At Oakshade. He got the win in the Speedy Graphics UMP Sportsman. Jeff Oakes Jr. getting his first win of the year in the Dominator Superstocks. Corey Gum, your compact winner. Montpelier Speedway on Saturday. Rylan Gray, your 410 non-wing sprint winner. Dustin Moore winning in the UMP Modifieds. Irving Turner, Superstock winner. And Caleb Hinckley, winner in the Street Stocks. Sunday's action at Millstream was canceled due to rain. Same with Toledo Speedway. Well, it wasn't canceled at Toledo. It was postponed.
Right.
To a later date. As of press time, I don't have that date yet. So that Sunday afternoon show will be made up at some point. Wayne County Speedway, Monday. Despite some scary stuff during the B main, heck of a feature. Did you watch Monday night?
I did not.
Caleb Henry, he got a flat tire. I think he was up near the front. He may have had the lead, and he got a flat left rear.
Got it.
And when I say flat, it was shredded, yeah. And this was early in the race, so he had to go. He got it changed, went to the back, came back up through the field, made a crazy move, slide job, 2-for-1 slide job on the last set of corners, and got by Darrenita to get the win. So pretty exciting race there for the second night of competition, I believe. Because I believe, was Sharon rained out? I forget now. I have to look. No, Sharon, Zeth Sabo won on Saturday. So it was a third night of competition for Ohio Sprint Speed Week at Wayne County, where Caleb Henry got that win. The mod lights were canceled due to time constraints because of the long delay. We'll talk about what happened there if you're not familiar with it. Eldora Speedway is scheduled for Tuesday for Ohio Sprint Speed Week. That was canceled due to rain. They tried to get it in. They started things, but I guess it just kept raining, and Mother Nature said no. Mentioned Zeth Sabo winning at Sharon on Saturday night. Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series, World of Outlaw Late Model Series combination deal going on at West Virginia Motor Speedway. Bobby Pierce getting the win Friday night. Saturday night, Tyler Erb, your winner. Great Lakes Super Sprints Friday night at Tri-City Motor Speedway. Phil Gressman getting the winner there. Saturday's Great Lake Traditional Sprints rained out at Winston Speedway. World of Outlaws, NOS Energy Drink sprint car action last weekend, Friday at Knoxville Raceway. Brent Marks getting the win Saturday, canceled due to rain. And last night, the things getting going at Huset's for the weekend. Buddy Kofoid getting the win last night, Wednesday night there. Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing action last Thursday at Shelby County Speedway. Tanner Holmes getting the win. Dirt Car Summer National recap. A lot of postponements here. Thursday was postponed to Monday, June 22nd. Coles County Speedway, Jason Fager getting the win there on Friday night. And Coles County, they got hit by a tornado last night, too. So
did some damage.
Yeah. Fairbury Speedway on Saturday, Shannon Babb winning there. Sunday, Sycamore Speedway, Brian Shirley getting the win. Monday, Wilmot Raceway, Jason Fager, your winner. Tuesday at West Liberty Raceway, Chris Simpson getting the win. And Wednesday's action at Davenport Speedway was canceled due to that severe weather yesterday. Arca Menard Series action at Pocono on Friday. The Sunset Hill Shooting Range 150, Gio Ruggiero getting another win for that gentleman there. NASCAR action on the weekend. O'Reilly Series Saturday, the Miller Tech Battery 250 at Pocono. Justin Allgaier the winner. And Denny Hamlin racking up the wins again there Sunday in the Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono Cup Series action. And you know what? I did something bad. I didn't check the Hammer Down results recently.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I do have some of it.
How did Scott Hammer do?
I know how he did. Look at the results. All of them except for one is the same position. Well, I had to type that in real quick. Let me go here. See if I had any that I missed that rolled in here, and I do apologize. Oh, yeah, we did. There's Peyton Hovis. I was wondering if he was going to submit his. See, I think his was the only one I didn't have. Hammer Down Army results. Again, if you want to be part of the Hammer Down Army, all you have to do is slap one of these Hammer Down Racing Report stickers on your car, shoot us a picture of it, and you'll be part of the Hammer Down Army, and we will report your finish each and every week as long as you submit it to us. And I remember to actually check the results. Yeah. James Stamper finished third in the Compact Day Main Saturday at Oakshade. Peyton Hovis finishing seventh in that same race. I think he had some problems during hot laps. I didn't see what happened, but Jerry had told me he hit the wall. It looked like his right front was kind of messed up.
Well, that's not good.
No. Kurt Dickey finishing seventh in the Dominator Superstock A Main, and I finished fourth once again in the Dominator Superstock A Main in the Hammer Down Racing Report house car. I can't finish anywhere but fourth this year, no matter where I start. It's weird.
More motor, Scott.
I got the motor now. I think it was tires. I haven't really had tires this year. I'm still running 3/4 of last year's tires.
Ooh.
That may change, though, this weekend.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Speedy Graphics, your one-stop shop for race cars, wraps, vinyl, banners, decals, lettering, and more. Whether you need a fresh look for your race car, sponsor decals, or banners for your business or event, Speedy Graphics delivers professional designs, high-quality materials, and unbeatable prices. From dirt tracks to drag strips, they help racers and businesses stand out. Get your next project started today at SpeedyGraphicsUSA.com or call 419-407-6713. Speedy Graphics. Make it fast, make it loud, make it stand out. And do you need car parts, repairs, or a full-on build, whether it's a race car, classic cruiser, or just a broken bolt that won't budge? Ron Miller Race Cars in Lambertville, Michigan has the tools, talent, and experience to get you back on track. Over 200 years of experience, give or take just a few. Could be 198.
By the time you add my numbers and Steve's numbers and Gumby's numbers, getting pretty close.
We're going to have to incrementally update that each year.
Yeah.
Next year is going to be 201 years of experience.
Well, since there's at least 3 of us.
Ron's crew can handle it all: bodywork, transmission, chassis repair, custom build, safety gear, performance parts. Give Ron a call, 734-856-7223, and see why racers and car lovers alike trust Ron Miller Race Cars, driven by experience, built for performance. Don't call him now, because then his phone will ring and he'll get distracted. We don't want that. So how about we bring Mr. Colin Shipley in? Let me get rid of this camera here. And there we go. How's it going, Colin?
Oh, what's going on?
Hey, pretty good, buddy.
Congratulations on an impressive win Saturday night at Oakshade. I know not your first win. You've gotten wins before. You got wins at Attica, Oakshade before. This win Saturday over Rusty there, your stepfather. How satisfying was that?
I don't have any wins at Attica. I don't want to lie to anybody.
I swear I saw a win at Attica.
No, I've got a bunch of heat race wins, some quick time overalls. But
that's what it was. Maybe it was quick time I saw. That could have been it.
So no features at Attica yet. We've had a couple close ones, but no, Saturday was pretty special. I've got a couple wins now at Oakshade. Only 2 of them, though, have been over Rusty. So the very first one I beat Rusty, and this last one. The rest he wasn't there.
So how tell us about that win Saturday? No cautions there, and you had to work through quite a bit of lap traffic.
Yeah, honestly, and going flag to flag at Oakshade is pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting it at all. I actually was kind of concerned towards the end about my tire choice, just because I'd prepared for cautions, and lap traffic kind of ended up helping me a little bit. Usually as a leader, you don't really want lap traffic, but I saw Rusty on the top, and I knew that as long as I could stay on the very, very inside, and the lap traffic would actually kind of help me out.
Now, Rusty did get up beside you on the outside just for a little bit. I mean, does that get in your mind a little bit? Does that play with your mind, or were you just focused and just hitting your marks?
No, I mean, it definitely, it's almost scarier when you don't know where he's at. I can keep an eye on him a little bit, and I know that he's on my outside, and I can kind of, I know how fast I am at that point when I don't know where Rusty's at. If I make a little mistake or I move my line a little bit, I don't really know what to expect. He's so good, and if I slip up off the bottom, he might get around me there. Or at least at the top, especially with Oakshade, I know that as long as I can keep him there, that it almost makes me a little bit more confident, just knowing that he's not gonna get underneath of me.
Well, and then you don't know if he's got any friends with him.
Yeah, that too. So
when you caught that first pack, I believe there was like 2 by 2 in front of you there. I mean, what is your thought process as far as, all right, how am I going to get through this traffic? I mean, what goes through your mind at that point?
I don't know. I try not to think a little bit, to be honest with you. I'm pretty good at overthinking things. Especially like with the traffic at Oakshade, it's a lot more difficult, I'd say, at Attica, because that cushion builds up. So like if you make the wrong choice, it's a lot easier for the guy on the outside to get around you. Where as long as you can be a little bit more patient around the bottom at Oakshade, especially when the cars are too wide. And when they are too wide like that, even if Rusty does get around on the outside, I mean, there's not really anywhere for him to go if there's not anywhere for me to go. So.
Were you a little concerned? There was a little bit of a bump there at the bottom in turn number 1. I know you wanted to stay on the bottom, but was there any concern trying to get around that?
I hit it real bad a couple times. The beginning of the race, I was kind of entering above it and letting the car settle and rolling back down to the bottom, trying to build some heat in my tires. And then towards the end of the race, I changed my line and started going a little bit below it, sometimes through it. Which it wasn't too big a concern until I'd hit it wrong, and then I'd get a little bit scared, and the left side starts bouncing up the racetrack, and I know there's a pink race car right behind me. So, honestly, just trying not to make a mistake in the hole was my biggest concern. You hit it wrong and get tight, or get loose and lose traction, and all of a sudden there's a pink nose underneath you.
Now, had it been anybody else behind you, would you have done anything different, or pretty much just racing for the win however you can?
I don't know that I would have changed anything. Trying to think. I don't really think that I really had anything that I could have changed no matter who it was.
Probably just making sure you didn't open up the bottom.
Pretty much, just not letting them get below me and trying not to make any mistakes is the biggest thing that I had to worry about. Just be consistent as possible and know how to change my line and when. I completely changed my line around right after I got through that main pack of lap traffic. And then I'd say after the first 5 laps, I changed my line a little bit. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. Is just trying to stay consistent and knowing when to change and why.
So what did Mom have to say after the race?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody was all excited. So
I'm assuming you probably weren't worried about him kind of moving you out of the way to try and get to the bottom.
No, we always race each other pretty clean, so there's no issues. I generally don't have too many issues with anybody really trying to bully me. So.
All right, so nobody we can call out for if they were behind you, they'd move you. So that's good. It's good not to have enemies yet.
Yeah.
So Rusty and his crew moved up to Jackson. Are you still in the Bowling Green area then?
Yeah, so I'm in the McClure shop right now.
Okay.
So we're getting this place cleaned up, and I'm running out of the garage while they're getting everything built up in Jackson right now. So I'm still going to school in Toledo. So it's kind of a haul from Jackson to Toledo.
You going to college in Toledo?
Yep. So I'm going to the University of Toledo for mechanical engineering.
Very nice. Very nice. That was where my kid was going. I need to get him back there.
Yeah, it's not any fun. So.
Well, it's a little bit more of a drive for you coming from Bowling Green, but pretty much straight up 75, right?
Yeah, I'm in McClure right now, so I'm taking 24.
Okay. Either way, it gets you there. So this weekend, what do you got planned? Are you racing tomorrow night anywhere?
I think the plans as of right now are Moeller for tomorrow and then Oakshade for Saturday, depending on how many tires I get done tonight. They got a different tire rule for this weekend, so I got a bunch of work to do. I had class today, actually. I'm taking a summer class, so it cuts into my tire time.
So you're busy.
Oh yeah, always.
Is this the education? That's just a fallback if the racing thing doesn't work out, right?
I think racing is more of a fallback if the education thing doesn't work out. So
that works.
Yeah.
So how confident are you going into to the birthday race or the Barney this weekend with coming off that win last weekend?
I don't know. I feel pretty good, especially. I mean, it's my home track. That's where I'm most confident. I don't know that I'm any more confident this weekend than I am usually, or at least less confident or more confident, I should say. I know we have a pretty good car, especially to be able to stay out front ahead of Rusty. But I wouldn't say I'm overly confident. There's some good cars that are going to be showing up this weekend. I think it's all going to matter on how well I qualify and if I can win my heat race.
Well, and you've had success running with the big guys before. You had a pretty strong run in the birthday race. Was that last year or a couple of years ago?
It's been a while now. I've actually struggled really bad the last 2 years for the big shows at Oakshade. I think it was 22. We were just watching the races last night. It was 22 that I led the first 10 laps over Moran and those guys, and then 23 when I finished second to Winger. And then 24, I ended up having really bad damage and finishing like 8th or 10th. And then I believe last year I had same issue 1 year later, and I think I finished 8th, I want to say, last year.
Well, that's not bad, especially the level of competition there, but obviously not as good as your second place finish. You planning to run, I'm assuming, planning to run the birthday race next month then?
Yep, I believe that's in the plans. I don't 100% know on what the plans are for the entire week. Last year we ran the entire Monday through Saturday. I think we skipped Wayne County, but I'll for sure be at the Saturday portion at Oakshade.
Very cool. So at the beginning of this season, did you set any goals for yourself and the team as far as anything you wanted to accomplish this year? Championships or anything?
Let's see. Goals wise, there wasn't anything that I kind of said out loud. I know that my car owner Jeff, at the beginning of the year, we were interested in running for points at Attica. I think part failures have kind of possibly strayed us away from that now. I'd say my biggest goal would be getting a win outside of Oakshade. So I've gotten, I think, 4 now at Oakshade. And I'd really like to try and pick one off at Attica or I-96 or somewhere locally. That's, I don't know, different, I'd say. I've got my most laps at Oakshade, and it'd be nice to try. And my personal goal is to win somewhere where I'm not as comfortable.
So which track would that be? Would you most like to get a win at? Attica?
Attica's pretty tough to win at. I mean, weekly you got a bunch of really good cars that show up between Rusty and Kyle Moore and Devin, and I can keep going down the list. I feel like the top 10 at Attica is pretty stiff for a local racetrack.
Okay. Last time we talked to you was a few years ago. You were a little younger, still in, I don't even know if you were in high school yet. You might have been just starting high school. But we talked about your dad, Matt, there, about him getting in the car maybe once or twice, and I don't know if that ever happened. Would you be open to that still at this point in your career? Or is Dad finally officially retired as much as a former race car driver actually does retire?
Never happens.
I think he's officially retired. I struggle to get him to come out to the track every now and then. And it's a little bit different situation. It's not his car that I'm driving. I'm driving for a car owner now, so it's not really up to me.
I gotcha.
But I got him looking at his old seat right here, actually.
He says he'd do the dome.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But
so who's your car owner now?
Jeff Knowlton owns World Class Collision out of Napoleon.
I remember him racing.
Been driving for him now for I think 2 years. I think this will be my third.
Okay. How is it racing for someone outside the family?
Honestly, it's probably less stressful. It's not. I don't know. Racing with my dad was a bunch of fun. There's a bunch of memories that I absolutely love and cherish. But I don't get in trouble at dinner when I make a mistake. So.
Okay. So between you and your dad, Matt, there, who is the better driver?
Between me and my dad?
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know. He hasn't. I haven't seen him race a race car in a minute. It's been a while. I don't know there.
I used to see him at Oakshade running the Bombers many years ago. He wasn't bad. He was pretty good.
Yeah, see, that was before my time. I don't ever remember that. And I think
I guess that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in 2005, so.
Okay, well, that's probably when I was running it.
I don't think it was too fair when we raced against each other for that 1 year. I think I just had a little baby 604 and he had his wide bore, so I don't think it was fair.
All right. Another thing you had said last time we spoke was that at that point in your career, which I think it was about 2021, last time we had you on, that you were just trying to learn and be able to finish races, and that eventually you'd like to run, like the Lucas Oil Series. How close are you now to making that a reality? And I assume you're no longer driving just to learn and finish. You're out there to win now, right?
Lucas Oil, I'd say, is still, I mean, it's miles away. I'm nowhere even close to Rusty, and Rusty doesn't run Lucas. So the steps to get there they're giant. Even going from, I would consider us a local team. I mean, even the steps to a regional team are huge. So I would say we still have quite a distance before I can even think about Lucas. I think at this point in my career, my dream would be to run summer nationals for a full season, and after that, I could maybe think about Lucas. But that's a while away. That's not anywhere near where that would be now.
You say you're driving for Jeff. Does that mean that the family has divested themselves of all the race cars, or is there still something sitting in the barn?
My dad has absolutely no late model stuff left. Obviously, my mom and Rusty still own Carter's race car.
Right.
But Rusty doesn't even have a personal car. So I'd say the only race car left in the family is Carter's right now.
It's better that way. I wish I didn't race my own car. Make somebody else pay for it. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. This weekend with the Barney and the American Late Model Ironman Series coming in, have you run any of the other races this year with the American Late Model Ironman Series?
Yeah, we went up to I-96. We were supposed to do that 3-day weekend up there where I think it was I-96, Butler and Crystal, and it rained out Butler and Crystal. So I think maybe one in up there. I think Turbo and Winger and Trey Mills and
that's
all
right.
the heavy
I remember
hitters
that, yeah.
came.
So how do you feel about the American Late Model Ironman Series coming back a couple years ago and running this? Do you think it's a good thing to have a series where you can run kind of regionally and have some higher paying shows, or would you prefer that they weren't around and it was more just staying at your weekly track?
I definitely like the regional series. They pay a lot better. And I've never been too shy of the competition. If I got to go run bad a couple of times to get faster, I don't 100% mind that. I know that when those guys come into town, even at my local racetrack, I'm going to have to learn something. I'm going to have to get a little bit quicker. So when they leave, I hopefully keep that speed up. But I think they're overall, it's really good for racing, for the racing in our area. It brings new drivers, which make fans want to come out. The only I wish I could run the whole series. It's just they travel quite a bit. I mean, they're racing out in West Virginia and Southern Kentucky, and it's just kind of hard for us to make the trips all the way down there. I mean, I think they go as far as Southern Kentucky to mid Michigan. So
yeah. And you're talking about running the summer nationals. That's like a whole season in a month.
Yeah.
And that goes from what? They're in Iowa to Michigan, Ohio.
Yeah, I mean that's just my dream. That's not anything realistic.
Hey, that's really, it could be realistic.
Well, it's not realistic right now, at least.
Okay.
So
all right.
we got an open trailer and pretty much one to two crew guys per event. So that's the Summer Nationals requires a lot. So you got to have cars and rear ends and motors and everything just in the trailer to run the Summer Nationals.
So you've run with a lot of the top late model guys around the country here and there. Who would you say right now, in your opinion, is the best active late model driver?
Oh, that's easy. That's Bobby Pierce.
Okay.
As much as I am a fan of Moran and Shepard and those guys, it's hard to deny that Bobby is probably the best in the country right now.
He has been winning an awful lot. Let me make it a little more difficult. Who's the second best driver?
All right, that's where things do get tough. Yeah, I mean, Hoffman's been wicked fast. O'Neill, and especially in that Rumley car, has been really fast. Are we talking about the best overall wheelman right now, or who's got the best run going right now?
No, that's just basically the best driver, second best driver in the country right now. That's active.
I don't know that you could answer that question.
Okay.
It's so tough. I mean, Jonathan Davenport he's a wheelman. For a while there, I would have considered him the best driver in the nation. Bishop was on a run a couple years back. I'd have considered him the best in the nation. Second place is a lot harder to pick than first.
With Hoffman's engineering abilities, I would think you'd be pretty high. He'd be pretty high on your list.
He did mention Hoffman, so.
Yeah. I don't know if Hoffman's quite clear cut and dry, but I'd say he's on his way. I'd say he could be soon.
And he's come up from ran modifieds for years before moving up.
He owned the Summer Nationals in modifieds.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And I believe you kind of jumped up to late models. I think you did say last time we talked you ran karts or something smaller. But did you have any desire to try any other kind of full-size racing?
Yeah, so I started in karts, and when we were looking at moving up for me, we're talking about street stocks and modifieds and stuff like that. But at the time, my dad had a late model and my stepdad both had a late model. So just the spare parts and chassis, and Rusty was selling the Rayburns at the time. So it was just cheaper for us to put together a Sportsman than it would be to get a modified or a street stock going. And then we ended up bolting on some big tires and going out to my first ever race in a late model was Farmer City, Illinois. And it had downpoured all day long. It was all week long. It was wide open for the supers even. And so we put the big tires on and we go out, and I ended up, I think, blowing a power steering line. I didn't get to finish. But when we came back home, they're like, all right, well, you want to run a Sportsman or you want to run a late model this weekend? I was like, well, I might as well just go run the late models. You know what I mean?
Tires are already on the car. What the heck?
It's already ready to go. So that's kind of how I ended up in the late model division from karts. I ended up running Craig Dittman's modified one time at the birthday race, I think 2 years ago. And I definitely do have, I want to drive a street stock and a modified a little bit more. Obviously I don't want to take away from the super stuff.
Well, Kyle Moore and Doug Drown, I think they got into a super stock, street stock, or whatever you want to call it, running Lima Land, and I think they ran one of the showdown races at Fremont too.
Yeah, and those guys do pretty good in their modified stuff too. I know. I'm trying to think, who was it? Somebody just won at Mansfield in a modified late model driver. It was pretty quick. Can't remember who it was.
Yeah,
I know. Producer Dave will tell us.
Can't remember either. So
it was Markham.
Okay.
Yeah, Markham just won.
Right, Markham.
In his in a modified at Mansfield. So stuff like that.
That's right.
I'd say.
So if you had the opportunity, somebody like Craig offered you his modified at the Summer Nationals, you'd do double duty.
Yeah, I'd definitely be interested for sure. So as long as I don't have to take away from the late model stuff, I'll race snails around an ice cream cone. So
snails around an ice cream cone. All right. I don't know how that. Anyway, I got weird mental pictures going on now. Do you feel though doing double duty would actually help give you a little bit more track time, so you know what the track's doing, or does that take away and tire you out? I mean, is it advantageous or not?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely advantageous. As far as getting tired, I mean, I don't, unless it's wide open and rough, I don't think it would be an issue with getting tired or anything like that.
Yeah, adrenaline keeps you going.
Yeah. So I think the more laps you get, and especially if you have to go out right on the racetrack right before you get the super feature, you're closer. When there's a lot of cars, the track can change quite a bit from the time you're on and off if you're only in one division.
That is absolutely true. So where else can folks see you racing this summer? What other tracks do you have planned to hit for the end of the year?
Oh shoot! As far as plans go, we kind of make that up Thursday.
That's like a Rusty thing. When we talk to him, he's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out Saturday morning.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we'll for sure be at Moeller tomorrow. Okay. You'll see us Attica Oakshade on our weekly shows. Probably end up at Montpelier, I-96 once or twice. If we end up running the Hell Tour week, see here, I believe they have Crystal on the schedule.
I know they got Montpelier on that Tuesday.
Yeah, Montpelier, Crystal, I-96, and Butler.
Butler, yeah.
So I'm sure we'll be back at Butler for sure.
It was always cool that week seeing a lot of the local guys running all those tracks that you don't normally see them at.
Yeah, and the local guys, I tell you what, they keep up pretty good in the state of Michigan with all the big names. There's some heavy hitters up in the state of Michigan. I know, actually, I'm sure probably Summer Nationals is about on right now. Chad Finley's out racing with those guys.
Is he? Okay.
I believe so.
Up in Michigan, I know they used to have a different tire rule up there. Are they on the Hoosier rules?
Honestly, Michigan's tire rule is so stupid. So it drives me nuts. Merritt is the only one on the same tire rule as our local racetracks. So if I want to go Merritt and I-96, I should say. So I pretty much can't go anywhere else in the state of Michigan, just because I don't have the tires and it costs too much. I think, let's see here. I think Crystal is American Racers, Winston's American Racers, Tri-City, I think, is American Racers. So, and they all run. If they do run Hoosiers, it's a 3 only rule. So you gotta have 4 3s on the race car, and we just don't have that.
That makes it difficult.
Yeah,
I know there was some tracks down in southern Ohio too that are on the American Racer. I don't know if they switched over yet or not, but
and I don't mind the American Racers as long as it's comparable to what we have. Like I know there's a couple tracks that are 2s or equivalent American Racers, and most people just show up on their Hoosiers, and if you want to run American Racers, that's fine. But having to buy 3s to go all the way around the race car is it's expensive to make that pull.
Well, hopefully you have sponsors to help offset some of that cost. What sponsors do you have on the 44 car?
Well, I get to read all of them right on the side of the race car.
There you go.
You got the car this time.
Yeah. The biggest one's World Class Collision. So obviously I couldn't do it without Jeff. Dominator Race Products, Domination Race Cars, Velocita Fire Suits, All-Star Performance. I've got Integra Racing Shocks, Micro Armor, River City, Landrum Springs, Todd Regg. Todd Regg helps us out quite a bit. We've got his numbers on the side of the car, so he doesn't have a business, but
46. I'm sorry, 46. I gave the wrong number.
You say 44?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
I'm a couple years behind.
Yeah,
but I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. I might be forgetting some. I'm sure I am.
All right. Well, maybe you can mention them in Victory Lane on Saturday night or Friday night.
Hopefully we can do both. So,
go. We'll try and get that Hammered Down Racing Report mojo going for you this weekend. I know it took I think the first time we had you on, it took a couple months, but you got your first win. So
here we go again.
Don't take so long. Get a couple wins this weekend.
That was a while ago, man. I think I was 16. So I haven't
15 or 16. I think you were 15, but yeah, it was a while ago.
That sounds about right. If it was months, I was probably 15. I think I got my first win shortly after my 16th birthday. So I haven't done one of these. I haven't done one of these in a while, actually. To be honest, I think it's probably been 2 or 3 years since I've even done any sort of podcast or radio show.
Well, you start winning things, and people start calling, right?
That's it.
It's pretty cool.
Well, it is funny because last week we had who did we have on last week? I'm drawing a blank. Was it Creed?
Yeah, Creed Kemenow.
Okay. I was thinking that was 2 weeks ago. I can't keep track of anything. It's getting old as a bitch. Right, Ron?
It beats the odds.
Anyways, we had him on probably like 5 or 6 years ago, and he's about your age. And I was listening to our first show with him, kind of like I did with you, and it was before his voice changed, and I think that was about the time we talked to you too. So if you want to have fun, find the Colin Shipley interview of our show from a few years ago. It was actually the one we had with Rick Eshelman on the show.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to go back and watch it now.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Well, we didn't have video. We just had you on the phone, but you could still hear you. So
Gotcha.
Anyway, Colin Shipley, we appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend. Good luck on the rest of the season.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Always great talking to you, and we'll see you Saturday, if not sooner.
We'll be watching.
Sounds good. See y'all.
All right, we'll see you. There you go. Colin Shipley picking up the win Saturday night out at Oakshade over Rusty Schlenk. Pretty exciting race, too. Flag to flag, as he said. No breaks there. A lot of lap traffic to work.
Rusty's words said he threw everything at him that he
true.
had.
That's true. I did, as I was running back to my car getting ready for my race, I saw Rusty getting out, and I kind of tapped him on the shoulder, and I said, "So did you let him win?" And he's like, "Oh, hell no." So, pretty cool feat there. If you're looking for a wedding or event DJ you can trust, Magic Moment Entertainment has you covered. With decades of experience, Ron Burt delivers smooth planning, professional-grade sound and lighting, and an unforgettable experience for your big day. Mention the Hammer Down Racing Report and save $100 on your DJ service. There are no hidden fees, no mileage charges, no lighting fees, and he has full liability coverage always included, serving Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. Magic Moment Entertainment is ready to make your event truly magical. Call 419-594-2261 or find them on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment or Ohio Sports Blitz. Coming up, we have Tech Talk with the Professor. We're going to give away some pizza. For how many? We do have a Hammer Down hotline text to go over as well.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Rain delay at the Summer Nationals. So, guys, see Colin's still there. You got a rain delay in the Summer Nationals tonight. Do got a little bit of racing news to get to, and there's a lot of stuff that happened this past week, even this week. So let's do that.
Latest racing news.
I don't know why this is racing news. We'll get to that later. According to documents filed in Ross County Common Pleas Court on May 28th, 2026, the First National Bank of Waverly is listed as the plaintiff against Atomic Speedway. Did you hear about this?
I have.
Yeah, it sounds like some financial issues for Atomic Speedway in what is titled An Answer and Confession of Judgment, which I don't know exactly what that means.
I don't know.
Okay. The document,
I know that it's cost them a couple
pennies
races.
Yeah. The document states a judgment was confessed against, and I don't understand that term. And it was confessed against Atomic Speedway for amounts tied to a promissory note, a line of credit, and another judgment amount. The filing lists a principal sum of $1,094,537.24 plus accrued and unpaid interest, fees, and late charges of $7,733.99 through May 14th, 2026, with interest continuing to accrue at a default rate of 6.85% per year. It also lists another amount tied to a line of credit with a principal sum of $96,475.72 plus an additional $1,500 plus in accrued and unpaid interest, fees, and late charges through May 14th as well, with interest continuing to accrue at a default rate of 11.9% per year. On top of that, the filing also lists an additional amount of $656,867.35, and that's accruing at 7% per year. So it sounds like some financial issues, and the All-Star Circuit of Champions have pulled the finale, Saturday's finale from Atomic, and have moved it to Wayne County Speedway on Saturday. Still paying $10,000 to win for that show. And speaking of Wayne County, some crazy stuff happening there Monday night. The 3 photographers were injured at Wayne County Speedway during the B main. 2 sprint cars collided, and a third car, trying to avoid the incident, lost control, drove into the infield, and hit the photographers. 2 of the photographers were transported to the hospital, with one with minor injuries, and The third photographer was life-flighted to the hospital with serious injuries that required surgery. All 3 are expected to fully recover, though. Crazy.
Racetracks are dangerous, Scott.
Yeah. Is that going to cause the insurance rates to go up at every track?
Probably. Somebody will certainly, Big Brother will be watching.
I guess, yeah. But luckily they'll recover, but still, tragic event there. Coles County Speedway in Illinois, hit by a tornado yesterday. As we mentioned, the facility suffered significant damage with multiple downed trees, damage to buildings, wires, lights, billboards, and fencing. Bleachers survived, though. Races for tomorrow are canceled.
No.
Surprise, surprise. And probably will be for the next few weeks as they work on repairing the facility. Once the repairs are made, they will race again. And I guess they're going to probably ask for some volunteers to help out there.
Yeah. Hey,
so, and they just had that
want some
summer
firewood?
Yeah, and the guy, I don't know if it was the promoter or owner or whoever it was, had a live video was going around showing all the damage. Mm-hmm. So a lot of trees. That was crazy. That was the biggest thing. And race car driver and Wauseon native Barney Oldfield will be celebrated this Saturday with a car show, race, and family activities. Oldfield was a pioneer automobile racer whose name was synonymous with speed. Event organizers said, that's what they said. Born in 1878, he was the first winner of the AAA National Championship in 1905. He appeared in several silent films and died in 1946 with a free film festival showing 6 short racing films and the Yellowstone Trail Sociability Cruise. This year's Barney Oldfield Day observes America 250, and Ohio goes to the movies screenings of silent films to begin at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Pit passes for the historic highway cruise are available at county libraries. Other events include a vintage car show, Pinewood Derby races for kids and adults, and the 37th annual Barney Oldfield race at Oakshade Raceway on Saturday night. The daytime activities before the race on Saturday night take place at the Museum of Fulton County, which is right there across from the fairgrounds on 108. So, and that, I guess events begin, I've seen 2 different times. It's either 9 or 10 a.m., so you may want to
pretty early
double check there. Yeah. And I think it goes right up until 4, until the gates open at Oakshade. And that is your racing news for this week. This week in motorsports history from the Hammer Down File Vault, just one thing, and I don't know if he counts as racing related. Evel Knievel?
No.
Well, then fine, we'll skip it. Evel Knievel on June 24th, 1972. It's before I was born. You can't say that.
Not at all.
Evel Knievel successfully jumped 10 cars on his Harley-Davidson XR 750 at St. Louis International Raceway, now known as Worldwide Technology Raceway, or Gateway Raceway, yeah. So apparently that was the beginning of stuntman stuff, because he became, I think 10 cars seems pretty lame by today's standards.
Yeah.
But I guess back then that was pretty good. I didn't realize he used a Harley. Aren't Harleys heavy? I figured he used like a dirt bike or something.
I got to believe you could lighten them up, yeah.
Okay. So that was a pretty slow week for this week in motorsports history. The 2026 race season is underway at Oakshade Raceway. This weekend is the Barney Oldfield, 37th annual Barney Oldfield at Oakshade, paying $5,000 to win with the American Late Model Ironman Series. Compacts and Dominator Superstocks also in action on Saturday. And then coming up next month, the $10,000 to win birthday race, Summer National event, July 11th. You can check out the full schedule. Stay up to date on the races, news, and announcements by visiting OakshadeRaceway.com and following Oakshade Raceway on social media. Oakshade Raceway, we're the fastest meet to race. And now it's time for the Hammer Down Hotline. We got a text this week. And I've seen this post has been floating around. So I think either I don't know the originator of it, if somebody saw the post and then texted this to us, or if it was the other way around. But either way, 419-318-3081. Call or text anytime, day or night, racing-related stuff. Or if you want to be a sponsor of the Hammer Down Showdown, you can get a hold of us that way too. So here's the text. With 3 pavement tracks closing at the end of last year, Sandusky, Lorain, and Norton, otherwise known as Barberton, that leaves only 3 weekly pavement tracks in Ohio. Ohio has far more dirt tracks. Why do you think the dirt tracks are able to survive compared to the pavement tracks? I think it has to do with money. And I'm going to defer to you. It kind of has to do with Kevin. Remember we talked to Kevin Jaycox, and he kind of had an answer for that of Sandusky Speedway, saying that it was harder for them to get a full field of cars of pavement racers compared to the dirt tracks, which seem to have more.
The pavement cars, Scott, tires are a huge expense. If it's a big show, you'll go through 8 tires.
So if I was a pavement racer and I'm still running my last year tires, that wouldn't be happening.
You'd be lucky to finish on the lead lap.
Would they still have air in them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's primarily just a tire issue.
The dirt's not as
right.
Grading on the tires, doesn't
right. The weekly guys may put on a new right rear, but they're certainly not going to put on 4 new tires.
Do pavement guys do like what dirt guys do, where they grind their tires, sipe their tires? They don't do that kind of stuff at all. Well, I guess siping probably wouldn't make sense, but okay.
But, you go to a big race, you're going to bolt on a set of tires to hot lap qualify, and then a new set of tires for the feature. So, 8 tires at a couple $100 a piece makes for an expensive.
So it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money for the racers.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the answer to that is.
Why dirt tracks are better than why they're
how
thriving. I wouldn't say dirt tracks are thriving, but why they're surviving more than the pavement tracks are.
I don't know what the answer is to reducing the tire costs on pavement.
No. I mean, Owasso seems to be doing good.
Yeah.
Up in Michigan. Although they have I think the owner has some deep pockets there.
That's a unique situation.
Okay. But Michigan's got quite a few paved tracks. Berlin, Owasso, Flat Rock.
Flat Rock's an anomaly.
There's more too up. Is Auto City? Is that still around?
Who?
Auto City. There was one up by Flint. I thought it was Auto City.
Yeah.
But you don't know if that's still around?
I don't.
And does Angola count? That's kind of close. It's Indiana, but it's not that far from Michigan. So, I don't know. I don't know about the costs of running a asphalt track versus a dirt track. I'm assuming they're pretty similar. Kyle Carlson says Painesville uses recap tires for the street stocks. And Cheryl, because dirt's better. Auto City is. Okay, I thought it was still around. But no, as far as running the track, I think the expenses are pretty similar. Although you don't have as much track prep in a asphalt track, where a dirt track, you're working the track all week long. And there's gas expenses there, equipment expenses. Other than resurfacing a pavement every
track,
few years.
Scott, they'll open up the track for hot laps at noon, and you'll practice until 5 o'clock. You show up at a dirt track, and you're lucky if you get hot lap qualifying in. You might just do a pill draw and go race.
So I think the big thing is the
management is different, that's for sure.
The car counts are probably the issue there. And like you said, and that could be mostly because of tires. And there's a lot of, around here, guys that go back and forth I've seen from asphalt to dirt. We get a lot of the former factory stock guys running dirt now, former Oakshade guys running asphalt. I've seen quite a few of the compact guys have gone asphalt racing that used to run on dirt. So I don't know. All pavement. Corrigan Oil Speedway. That's right. I forgot about that one too. Yeah, see, there's a little more. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I thought there was Michigan better off with the pavement there. I don't know. That's our best guess. I don't know what the real answer is though.
I wonder where the Sandusky guys have gone.
As far as the racers?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Poof.
I don't think they've gone poof, but Shady Bowl.
Yeah.
They've gone down there. I know, talking to Jerry, he's talking about running a modified at Shady Bowl.
Really?
Getting a modified and running down there.
Mr. Kieser?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
He's moving to the dark side, going to the asphalt. He hasn't done it yet. He's thinking about it. It's an idea, so I don't know.
Just
if
to
it'll
go
ever happen.
play, or does that mean he's vacating his position?
Well, he wouldn't. He's Friday nights. Lima Lions Friday night. Shady Bowl Saturday night. So.
Okay.
I don't know. Birch Run, one more, yeah. All right, so there you go. That's our answer. Whether you like it or not for the Hammer Down hotline again. Whoops. Hammer Down hotline, 419-318-3081. Call or text anytime, day or night. We'll do how many, and then we'll get to Tech Talk with the professor. Let's do how many now and give away some pizza.
How many?
So last week's how many was how many sprint cars would be at Attica Friday night, plus the number of 410 sprint cars at Millstream on Sunday. And Dave called me after the show and said that was a trick question because the boss, was it boss that's running? Those are also 410 sprint cars. They're just non-winged at Millstream. But Millstream rained out, so it became a non-issue.
Point,
it was exactly. So that number became 44. That was the number of sprint cars we had at Attica on Saturday.
Which was a pretty fantastic number.
That was pretty good, yeah.
For 410 Outlaws.
So the winning number is 44. Ron, you said 68.
Yeah.
I was more pessimistic and went with the 67.
That's because you thought it was going to rain, and I just didn't want to admit it.
There you go. So I get to choose first this week. Our listener winner, I have no idea how he did that. And I had to double check to make sure he didn't cheat and put the guess in late. But he didn't.
Really?
Matt Swander, 44, right on the dot.
Really?
Yes. So Matt Swander won that. He said he wanted his pizza donated to local 911 dispatchers.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's local 911 dispatchers in Clyde, but I'm sure there's some out there in that county there that would be happy to have some Corner Slice Pizza, formerly known as Big D's. You can call them at 419-547-1444. They're located at 808 North Main Street in Clyde, and also a Speedy sponsor sticker going to the winner. So Matt has another one of these to claim next time he gets to Ron Miller Race Cars within 30 days. So this week's How Many, and a chance to win a large 2-topping pizza from Corner Slice Pizza, is pretty simple.
Yeah.
No math this week. I went old school. Back to the basics.
Oh, boy.
How many late models will be at Oakshade for the Barney on Saturday?
And I see you got the memo on the T-shirt. You've got an Oakshade shirt.
Oh, yeah, you do, too.
I dug into the archives, and I've got an Oakshade.
What vintage is that?
Ooh, old.
Is it 01? Because I know they put the numbers on the car for
I don't think
the
they
year, but that must have been before that.
One.
Oh, yeah. 1901?
That's it.
Okay. So, yeah, how many?
And Pam was a teenager.
Pam was a teenager. So, Summer Nationals are rained out. Up there. Breaking news there from producer Dave. So, apparently, Summer National event tonight rained out. That sucks. Where are they tonight? They're at... they're in Iowa. No. Yeah.
Iowa?
Yeah, Dubuque. Yeah, that the fairgrounds there. Dubuque. So that got rained out. So there you go. Put your guess in the comments of the Facebook Live for the how many late models you think will be at Oakshade on Saturday for the 5,000 to win American Late Model Ironman Series Barney Oldfield Race. First big event of the year at Oakshade. I don't know of any other big late model events in the area on Saturday. I know Wayne County's running late models.
And it is an Ironman race.
It is an Ironman race, too. So, and it's, I don't know. I don't even know what the answer is, so I'm kind of stalling and waiting to see what people put there. Corey Gumm's going with 36. That's not bad. I'm gonna go with your number, though. 35.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go with your car number.
That's not fair.
So what do you got?
36.
You son of a bitch. 36. All right. Put your guess in the comments of the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or on Spotify if you're listening to us on the podcast. You have until 4 o'clock on Saturday. That's when gates open at Oakshade 4 o'clock Eastern time to get your guess in. You can only guess once, and if you change your guess, you will be black flagged. Did I put the black flag back? No, it's still over here. See, it's getting ready to be used.
And it has been.
And it has, yeah. It has been. So Speedy sponsor sticker and a large 2-topping pizza going to the winner of next week's How Many. Now it's time for Tech Talk with the
By the
professor.
way, if you want the exact number, I just went 36.
What do you think the exact number is going to be?
The exact number is 42.
42. All right, I'm going to put that in parentheses.
Okay.
42. That's the
Good
answer
girl,
to
Gretchen.
life, universe, and everything. Your Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
And
fans, too.
I said it before she put it in.
you?
It was almost simultaneous.
Well, technically, she wouldn't even have heard that, and probably for another 10 seconds after she put it in. So, you're right. So anyway, go ahead and what do we got for Tech Talk this week?
Scott, I've been getting phone calls about what do I do to help the overheating in my car, and we haven't even gotten to the really bad part of summer yet. But let me tell you that there's no.
We're talking race cars here,
Race
or is this
cars.
any car?
Now race cars.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Tech Talk.
Okay.
So there's no single magic bullet, Scott. I can't tell you put this magic potion in your radiator and it's going to fix it. I can't tell you to put a new.
If I put ice cubes in my radiator, would that fix it?
I can tell you not to use well water, but we'll get to that one later.
Okay.
It really comes down to basics. It's water flow through the radiator and airflow across the radiator. If you're running a mechanical fan, first of all, don't run a 6-blade fan. A 6-blade fan has more backwash than a 4-blade fan. So of the racing fans that are available, a 4-blade is probably the most efficient, unless you're going with an aftermarket and they're using 3-blade fans for that reason, because there's less backwash behind the other blades, and you can put pretty severe angles on the blades and make them move more air.
So 4 blades are good.
4-blade is good.
3 is better.
3 is better.
Okay.
The more angle and the more length on the blades of the fan, the more air they're going to move. So an 18-inch fan is going to move more air than a 16-inch fan. A 60-degree fan, which is what the steel Corvette fans are, and they've gotten a little bit pricey, but that 60-degree fan moves a whole lot of air. Now, if you're running a mechanical fan, you should run a shroud unless your fan is within an inch of the radiator. And if you're running a shroud, you want the fan to be halfway into the shroud. Or I'm sorry, you want the fan to be halfway into the shroud and halfway out of the shroud, so that the end of the shroud kind of splits the fan blade.
Does that keep the air from coming back around?
Correct.
So it doesn't go through the... So
Yep.
it forces it to be sucked through the radiator.
Yep. Now, a lot of people don't like to run electric fans because they have to run an alternator. An alternator will keep the battery up that an electric fan discharges. But if it's really a trade-off, because a big mechanical fan is going to suck horsepower off the front of the motor, where an alternator uses a little bit of power to recharge the battery. So don't throw that stuff at me that, I don't want to run an alternator, because if you're running a mechanical fan, you're using up horsepower. With an electric fan, always mount the fans behind behind the radiator so they're not blocking the flow of air getting in. If the fans are mounted behind the radiator, they'll suck the air in and blow the hot air out around the engine. So they're not affecting the cooling of the radiator. I don't think that an electric fan is better or worse than a mechanical fan. Pavement guys seem to like the electric fans. Dirt guys seem to like the mechanical fans, but I don't believe there's an advantage one way or the other. Air is again not any more aggressive.
You can't read your notes either.
No,
huh?
I can't. And I scribbled these just before I came on the air. A radiator, usually more expensive is better, and least expensive is worse, especially if you're going to a swap meet and buying a used radiator. Airflow through the radiator is critical. If it's been used in a dirt car, it could have mud caked in it. If you're on a pavement car, and bent fins. If you're racing on pavement, it'll have rubber built into it. Those fins have to be clean and have to be not bent over.
All right, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
As far as the cleaning, I take a hose and spray from the inside toward the front of the car from, around the fan blade. Is that okay?
Yeah, but you want to make sure you're spraying straight through it. And you don't want to use a pressure washer.
Yeah, you don't want to bend
just a garden
fins.
hose. Absolutely. But, always just...
And what about double pass, triple pass, single pass radiators? Is that...
That comes back to water flow. And we're going to talk, too, about one-to-one pulleys or reduction pulleys, which is better. They can both be equally good as long as the water flow is what the radiator wants. You want the water to spend as much time as it can in the radiator without slowing the system down too far.
So how do I know what my system wants?
Trial and error.
Oh, okay.
Again, when I started off, I told you there was no magic bullet, and I can't tell you there is. A lot of guys have found success running a one-to-one pulley setup. But I can tell you on a 8,000 or 9,000 RPM engine, one-to-one pulleys are really working the fan very hard. So maybe you're better with a 30% reduction. If you're running a street stock where you're only 5,000, 5,500 RPM, go ahead and run that one-to-one, because then you're going to move the water through. Now, to get back to your single pass, double pass, triple pass, obviously the longer the water stays in the radiator, the more chance it's going to have to cool, unless the radiator gets saturated with heat. So it comes back to timing again with pulleys or water restrictors.
I was going to ask about restrictors, because I've been told to use one of those, and that slow. What does that do? I know where you put it.
Yeah,
it's like a restrictor plate for the water, but
right, it slows the water flow through the radiator.
So that gives it more time to cool in the radiator.
Correct.
Okay. So that'd be better if you had a single pass.
Right.
And it's not cooling good. What is the magic number for? I know there's different numbers probably for alcohol and gas, but
alcohol,
as far as temperature, what's the magic number?
210, 212, somewhere right around there. Always, if your rules allow it, always run a 50-50 mix of antifreeze and water, because it raises the boiling temperature of the water and allows the engine to run hotter without bubbles in the cooling system.
Now, what about water wetter? You've always told me to use that.
Water wetter works good. I like 40 below a little bit better. If you can't run antifreeze, that's a good choice. If you're running water wetter or 40 below, always run like distilled water. Never ever run well water. Preferably never run city water in your radiator. And
I've run city water in my radiator.
Kroger's got distilled water for like $1.50 a gallon. So $3 will get everything you need. Visit your Kroger store.
Now, what about openings in the front, the nose of the car? How do late models? How do they get their cooling through? Because it's just
the air comes in underneath.
And there can't be that much, though, because those noses are right on the ground.
And that gets to be an issue because the noses are pretty much sealed to the racetrack, and it really does cut down on the amount of airflow through the radiator.
So what about like your street stock, super stock guys with holes in the nose? Is that better, or is it necessary?
It does, but make sure you run screen behind it so that you're not packing your radiator full of mud again.
Again, yeah. Gotcha. All right. Was that it?
That's pretty much it, Scott.
I think that was pretty thorough.
Yeah.
I've learned something.
The one other thing you got to be careful of is kinks in your radiator hoses. And if you can, always run a top radiator hose with the spring molded into it. Most 1.5 inch radiator hoses, the spring is just floating inside there, and it can actually wind up down inside the radiator, and the radiator hose can then collapse. So
it's like a kinking your hose.
Right.
Restricts the water flow.
Don't do
too
that.
much. That's bad.
That's bad because that really slows down the water flow through the radiator.
And I know one thing you told me, and others have said the same thing, where, if your water temperature gauge, you need water in the system to be able to give you a reading.
Oh, yeah.
If your hose comes off or something and you're not getting any temperature at all, that's bad.
Yeah, if you're halfway through a race and your water temperature drops, you should probably pull off because your water temperature sender is sitting there in air, and it's not measuring water temp, it's only measuring air temp, which is a whole lot lower.
Yeah, and I had my idiot light sender that was coming on at, I think it was like 200, and blinding me during the feature race.
Yeah, that's
bad. That's a bad sending unit then?
Yes.
All right, I'll throw that out.
We moved yours, didn't we? Or you changed
No,
it?
I swapped it out with the one I had on my old motor.
And then it worked.
And then, it hasn't come on now.
Most of those water temperature senders are 230 degrees.
Okay.
Which is a good time to
think about
yeah.
Pulling off. Okay. All right. Tech Talk.
But racers don't pull off.
Tech Talk with Ron Miller there. I think we all learned something. I feel like I was a student. Did I get an A?
B+.
All right. I'll take a B+. If you have a Tech Talk question that you would like Ron to address, feel free to call or text. You can do it the Hammer Down hotline there as well. Once again, that number is 419-318-3081. Call or text anytime. Just make sure you reference Tech Talk on it, and, we'll probably be able to figure it out if it's a technical question kind of thing. So, anyway, so let's check out this weekend's race menu, Speedy Graphics race menu, that is.
This weekend's racing menu.
So Ohio Sprint Speed Week back in action tonight at Waynesfield Raceway Park. First race of the year there.
Yeah.
I believe that began about 7 o'clock, so they should be underway. The Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions. Also in action is the USAC D2 Midgets. Tomorrow night, Fremont. One of the rare Fridays at Fremont. I don't even know if I copied this right. The Darmafall Racing?
Joe Darmafall.
Darmafall. Okay, see, the O is left. Oh, I forgot. Yep. Darmafall Racing, Murphy Tractor, Ohio Speed Week night. Friday at Fremont. Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions, 305 sprints also in action. Gates open at 4:30, racing at 7. General admission $30. Friday night at
Fremont Speedway.
Yeah. I forgot to... Nope, that's still Saturday. Lima Land Motorsports Park, the 91st anniversary race featuring the Great Lakes Traditional Sprints, UMP Modifieds, and Thunderstocks. That's Friday night. Gates open at 5, racing at 7:30. General admission $15 there. Saturday, Montpelier back in action. Montpelier Speedway with Summer Beach Party, the UMP Modified Superstocks, Street Stocks, and Hornets. Gates open at 4. Hot laps are racing should be at 7. General admission $25, I believe. That seems like that might be a little high. Double check that admission. I don't believe that price is accurate. Flat Rock Speedway, Dunwell Dry Goods night. The school bus figure 8 featuring school bus figure 8, Outlaw Super Late Models, figure 8s, and boat figure 8s.
Ooh.
A lot of 8s going on at Flat Rock. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. General admission $22 there at Flat Rock. On Saturday, Oakshade Raceway, 37th Annual Barney Oldfield Race featuring the Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series Late models, Dominator Super Stocks and Compacts in support. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:15. General admission will be $20 there at Oakshade. Butler Speedway. It's the bumper-to-bumper IRA sprints featuring those 410 sprints, street stocks, and 4 cylinders. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission $25 there at Butler. And Wayne County, they did a switcheroo here with the Atomic Speedway news. So Wayne County now hosting the finale of Ohio Sprint Speed Week with the Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions. That's $10,000 to win. They'll also be running late models as well. Gates open at 3, racing at 7:30. General admission $30 there at Wayne County. So Wayne County, the only track to get 2 Ohio Sprint Speed Week races in this
Pretty
year.
bold of them.
Yeah. I wonder if Millstream came up in the conversation at all.
Because they lost
Sunday, yeah.
Rain out.
Or even Eldora. Well,
right.
I think they announced this before Eldora rained out. Was it like Tuesday afternoon? No, or maybe it was Monday they announced this. Anywho, how's the weather looking for this weekend's race action?
I think it's going to be okay, Scott. There's going to be a chance of showers both Saturday and Sunday if there's anything going on.
Not around here, not on Sunday.
I think we're going to be good.
Whether how are those radiators going to be? Are they going to be taxed this weekend, or it's going to be all right?
We're not heading off into the 80s and 90s for about another week or 10 days.
Okay, so you got some time to make those adjustments to get your car running cool. This weekend shouldn't be a factor, though.
And again, radiators, they can plug up too, Scott. And again, that's one of the main reasons why you don't want to use well water, because the minerals in the well water coat the inside of the radiator and cause insulation.
Oh, insulation's no good.
No.
Not when you're trying to cool off. It's like wearing a winter coat in the summer.
In July.
Yeah. And I'm guessing Romular Race Cars is a good place to get radiators.
Absolutely.
There you go. Other action this weekend, the Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions. Well, that was the Atomic that I forgot to take off. That, as I just mentioned, moved to Wayne County. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the Smoky Mountain Speedway in Tennessee. They'll be there Friday and Saturday this weekend. And then it's the 20th Annual Firecracker 100 at Lernerville Speedway in Pennsylvania. That'll be starting next Thursday and going Thursday through Saturday next weekend. Dirt Car Summer Nationals, we mentioned they're in Iowa tonight. Farmers City on Friday. Then they're at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway in Missouri on Saturday night. Lincoln Speedway back in Illinois on Sunday. Peoria Speedway in Illinois on Monday. Benton Speedway in Missouri on Tuesday. Quincy Speedway, Quincy, Illinois on Wednesday. And then Springfield Speedway in Missouri on Thursday, June 25th, a week from tonight. So here's your hell tour continuing on. World of Outlaws, Naphtha Energy Drink, Sprint Car Series, the Houston High Banks Hustle. That's going on now at Houston Speedway in South Dakota through Saturday night. World of Outlaws Late Model Series, the Maribel Late Model Showdown at 141 Speedway in Wisconsin. That'll be Friday and Saturday. Land of Lakes Classic at Ogilvie in Minnesota. That'll be Monday night. And then it's the Fergus Falls Frenzy at I-94 EMR Speedway, also in Minnesota, Wednesday night. So a busy week for the World of Outlaws as well. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series action. That's right. These guys are going to be at the road course there. They set up the Naval Yard there in San Diego. The Navy 250 at San Diego Street Course Friday night, 7 o'clock on FS1. That again for the Truck Series. Indy Next Series, the Grand Prix at Road America, race number 1. They got 2 races for the Indy Next Series this weekend. Race 1 Saturday at 12:30 on FS1. Race number 2 will be Sunday at noon on FS1 as well. NASCAR O'Reilly Series, the United Rentals Driven to Serve 250, also running the San Diego Street Course. That'll be on Saturday, 5 o'clock on the CW. ARCA Menard Series in action this weekend. They are not in San Diego, though.
Oh,
they're gonna be running at Berlin Raceway for the Hers Snacks 200. That'll start at 6:30 on Saturday evening on FS2.
And that's how you knew that Berlin was still racing in Michigan.
Yes. Well, they've had a lot of races there recently.
They have.
NTT IndyCar Series, the Expel Grand Prix at Road America. That'll be Sunday at 2 o'clock on Fox in the Cup Series. Anduril 250, also running the San Diego Street Course. Sunday at 4 o'clock on Prime.
Can you really call that a street course?
Well, it's a road course. I would call it that. They're calling it a street course. They call it the San Diego Street Course, but yeah, I guess it's just a road course. Well, when IndyCar raced at the Cleveland Airport,
right?
What did they call that, a street course? It was all on runways and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that is your race menu for this weekend, sponsored by Speedy Graphics. And speaking of that, how about we do that drawing for #Speedy and give away the Hammer Down Racing Report sticker? Again, you can get those for just $2 or $5, 2 for $5. Butler's website says $25. I wasn't talking about Butler there. That was Montpelier on Saturday there, Dave. And I guess Waynesfield's on Amazon Prime tonight as well, according to Don Henry. Hopefully we'll see Don next week at our Hall of Fame show. Again, #Speedy if you haven't done so for the Hammer Down Racing Report sticker. Give you just a couple of seconds. It looks like you got a 1 in 12 chance to win tonight. Speedy Graphics, USA.com. Click on Hammer Down stickers if you would like to order 2 stickers for $5. And become part of the Hammer Down Army, or if
they could be mailed to you, or
mailed, picked up at the track, whatever you want to do.
Picked up at Ron Miller Race Cars.
You could do that too. You going to handle the cash?
I can.
What? I don't know. $5. That's a pretty big number for in the business you're in. You don't sell much more than $5, do you?
Oh, good, Don.
You're just ignoring me. All right, let's do this. We'll give this away. So it don't look like any more entries last minute coming in. So boom, there we go. Who is going to win the Hammer Down Racing Report sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics this week? It's going to Peyton Hovis. I believe that's Peyton Hovis.
I'll bet it is.
Tell by the picture there. Congratulations, Peyton, because you need more Hammer Down stickers. You got 30 days to claim that. I'll probably see you Saturday at the track. So congratulations. And I'll give you the full-size one, not one of our mini ones that I got here. So
that's just a reminder sticker.
That is my reminder sticker, yeah. Also because all the other stickers are out in the truck. So that way I don't forget them when I go to the track. That's going to do it, I think, just about for this edition of the Hammer Down Racing Report. Thanks to producer Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Matt Swander, Dean Henry, Bob Stazak. Like us on Facebook, follow us on X at Hammer Report. Check us out at hammerdownracingreport.com. Make sure to rate and review us, share us with your friends. That helps us too. And of course, thanks to everybody that supports our sponsors that support us. Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Magic Moment Entertainment, Dittman Motorsports, Dominator Race Products, and Speedy Graphics. Again, thanks to our guest this week, Colin Shipley. Wish him luck this weekend at Moeller and Oakshade on Saturday. Next week, we will be live at the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame. Come on out, say hi, join us. We might just put you on the show. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even do prep for that show. Just kind of wing it. Make it organic, before, like Jerry says.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be out there 7 o'clock. You can come out early. The Hall of Fame will be open. It's free. There should be pizza. Not sure about beverage. You might want to bring your own beverage just in case.
Yeah.
There'll probably be beverages. But yeah, we'll be out there next Thursday for that live show. And we'll check out all the cool stuff. I'm sure we'll talk to Scott Barman, too.
Again,
yeah, about some of that stuff. So that's it. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Maybe in person. Maybe on your phone or whatever you're watching us on or listening to us on. Either way, that's a wrap on show number 432 of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.